Hello there, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Bimi and thank you very much for watching. So guys, today we're going to be looking at a video about the time lapse of the universe. So we're going into the realms of the weird and wonderful cosmology and astrology. Now, I don't claim to be overly knowledgeable on this subject. So depending on what kind of level of education and, I'm going to try my best to understand and hopefully not too much of it will go over my head. And you know me, I'll ask about 50 questions, so I apologise in advance. I have a curious mind, you see. So this video comes as a request from one of my patrons. This is another banger from the wonderful Arctictron. Thank you so much, my lovely. So Arctictron, you say, hey, Boomy. You know, watching that video from Real Life Lore on the size of the universe made me want to recommend a particular video from a channel called Melody Sheep. Okay, this is the first time I've seen anything from this channel, I think. Since I remember you started out watching music videos, I did, Ren. And while this isn't a music video channel, it is a channel that makes its own non-lyrical music to put over videos about the universe. Oh, that's awesome. So now this isn't the video that I'm suggesting. The video that I'm suggesting isn't the actual video I originally intended, but I think this will be a good introduction for the kinds of videos Melody Sheep makes called Time Lapse of the Entire Universe. Ooh, reminds me of the intro into The Big Bang Theory. That's the time lapse of the entire. Well, that's not the universe, is it? That's the time lapse of the of Earth. Anyway, I digress. So hopefully, yes, I'll try and keep as up to speed as I possibly can. Hopefully it won't go too much over my head. I was more of a biology girl in high school. It was my science of preference, but I find all of this so interesting. So stay with me, guys. Hopefully I won't have that blank kind of expression for too much of the video. And guys, if you're enjoying these reactions, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Thank you so much, my lovelies. If you're interested, I have a Buy Me a Coffee account. That link is over here. And if you would like to help support my channel any further, I have a Patreon account. Oh, yes, I do. And if you would like to check that out at all, that link is in the description below there. Okay. Go. We're going on a journey. Ooh. Okay. This video depicts billions of years of time unfolding on a 10-minute scale from the Big Bang to today. Oh, hang on. This video depicts all 13 billion years of time unfolding on a time. Why has it got two different? Shut up, Boomy. Play the video. Every passing second represents 22 million years, just to put it on a scale. On this scale, humans do not appear until the last fraction of a second. That's crazy, isn't it, guys? I've known for a while, I've understood that our evolution, our kind of, appearance in the grand scheme, the life of the planet, never mind the universe, is a fraction of the Earth's, age, experience. So on the scale of the universe, yes, it would be a fraction of a second, wouldn't it? Isn't that so bizarre? I think we like to, naturally, I guess. I think for a long time, scientists have believed that we're the center of the universe, that everything kind of gravitates and orbits around us. We're the center of everything, but we're very much, we're not, are we? We're newbies. We are infantile in the evolution of space and the planet. Oh my gosh, it's such a crazy thought. It's quite humbling, really, isn't it? I think so. Whoa. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh!
From the primordial cloud of gas and cosmic dust, gravity forged the stars.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I love the imagery. You know, guys, I could quite happily have canvases all over my house depicting these moments in space, or, you know, real life images of I don't know, like stars exploding, or, you know, or being born. And I don't know the technical name for it. Sorry guys. But all of these images, they're so striking. They're so beautiful, dramatic, colourful, quite relaxing as well, I think. But they look so
Gravity
destructive.
connects star systems together in vast galaxies and steers them on their journey through unbounded space. The relentless flow of time has driven the evolution of the universe and created extraordinary wonders. Some galaxies form so close together that they're locked in a gravitational embrace.
Oh! Oh my gosh! So one really kind of disturbing thing is that it looks beautiful. If you don't know what it is, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? It's very attractive. It's very striking visually. If you were alive on one of those planets that happen to exist in one of those galaxies, you would probably not find it as pretty and, you know, visually attractive or even pleasant. So what's happening at this point when we've got two galaxies that look like they're kind of, I don't know, kind of like merging into each other, but something tells me there's going to be a bit of a it looks lovely, but also very destructive. That image that we saw earlier as well, again, looks beautiful. All these colors and these like kind of textures that are going on everywhere. It looks lovely. It looks very destructive as well. Oh, it's the violent nature of creation, I suppose. This is what's happening here.
What a magnificent sight it would be.
What are we watching now? Is this, am I right in thinking, is this all of the light being absorbed into the center and all of this energy? Is this again, I'm going to sound really, really ditzy if it's definitely not what it is. Is this like the it's not the birth of a black hole, because the black hole is a collapsed star or a dying star. Is that right? Again, don't claim to know all of these. Sorry, guys. But what are we looking at? As beautiful as it is, it's just sucking everything in, isn't it? So is this their own music?
As it evolves, the universe passes through distinct eras. Vast ages whose beginnings and endings are marked by unique milestones.
What era are we in now?
The births and deaths of its wonders.
It's the cycle of life.
We are the product of a grand evolutionary sequence, cosmic evolution, about which we are only occasionally aware.
We're small fries, aren't we?
Gravity is the great creator, the constructor of worlds. But gravity is also the destroyer, because it's relentless. When a star around 15 times the mass of our sun collapses, all the matter in its core is crushed into an infinite void of blackness, known as a stellar mass black hole.
Scary stuff. It is on topic. I promise. I being the morbid child that I am. Not so much of a child these days. I have a favorite series that I like to watch on Amazon. I don't know if it's even on Amazon anymore. I think they might have discontinued it, or maybe it's available to buy, purchase. I don't know. It's called Doomsday. And sometimes when I'm struggling to sleep or I'm feeling stressed, I watch these episodes of Doomsday, and it's basically, it gives you different scenarios in how the world ends. And now I'm actually saying it aloud. I am aware of how morbid that actually sounds, but it's fascinating. It's I think it's quite bedded in science. It gives you all the opinions of different professionals in their fields and their take on how likely it is that these scenarios would happen and what and it's so interesting. If you haven't already seen it, go away and watch it, guys. It's so interesting. But quite a few of the ways that they speculate, because it changes every now and again, doesn't it? I know I've watched one similar years and years ago, and there were 10 different scenarios, and actually seeing how scientists believe, the end of our civilization will come about, is that it's very interesting how it evolves. But now a lot of them are actually more related to, the goings on in the celestial bodies in space and whatnot, and the planets, and interacting with astronomical, cosmological. And it's very interesting. It very much reminds me of this, because one of the scenarios is obviously that there's a black hole, because they move, don't they? They move around the universe. And one approaches our solar system, and it just gives all these, what would happen, and it's acted out. And yes, I fall asleep watching these doomsday scenarios, but they're very, very interesting. Scary, beautiful.
The immense
but very,
gravitational
very
pull of these monsters can rip a star apart. They tear matter from its surface and drag it into orbit.
It's just
This superheated
terrifying.
matter spins around the mouth of the black hole, and great jets of radiation fire from the core. Although these jets can be seen across the cosmos, the core itself remains a mystery.
Right. What happens to energy that goes
Not
into
even
black hole?
light can escape, so their interior is forever hidden from us.
Where does it go? You wouldn't survive being dragged into a black hole. Nothing would survive. I don't think, because of the forces that would be around you and on your body. Everything would pretty much be ripped on a kind of atomical scale. So I don't think we'd survive it. It's not like we'd kind of, emerge in another dimension. It'd be a kind of cool idea for a sci-fi film or whatnot. But I don't think that would happen, sadly.
Throughout a star's life, there is a constant battle between energy pushing out and gravity pushing in.
Okay.
When it runs out of fuel, the star collapses and then explodes with the brightness of 1 billion suns.
Isn't it so bizarre that something that is so destructive in nature and so deadly can look so breathtakingly beautiful? It's kind of a double-edged sword there. It's quite poetic, really, I think. I wonder, do you think we're maybe kind of conditioned to find these images so unbelievably beautiful that there's something that it just triggers in our mentality that makes us go, oh my gosh. And you look up at it in awe and amazement.
As the star is torn apart, it will fire out into space all the elements that it created in its life and death.
It's poetic, it's so sad.
These are new stars, forming from the elements blown out by supernova explosions.
It's rebirth, it's death and it's rebirth, it's
New
cycle of life.
stars being born from the remains of dead ones. And it's from this universal process of death and rebirth that we emerged. Because it was in a nebula just like this, 5 billion years ago, that our sun was formed.
Am I right in thinking that our sun is, it's not an ancient star, is it? It's not particularly old, not in the grand scheme of the universe. It's quite a relatively young star.
Clouds of hydrogen collapse further and further under the force of gravity, and the life cycle of a new star has begun.
A star was born that would come to be known as the sun.
The sun. Does our sun have a name that isn't the sun?
Around it, a network of planets formed. Among them was the Earth.
Where are we up to now? This was 4,746 million years ago. And the age of the universe at this point is just over 9 billion years old. So, you know, when you put it on a scale like that, we have not been around, like, even the Earth has just been formed like for a fraction of the age of the universe. It's crazy.
Debris left over from the formation of the solar system collides with the Earth.
Gives us the moon.
Earth began life as a molten hell.
The early continents were still forming.
Oh, David Attenborough.
The land was dominated by volcanoes, hostile and lifeless. But deep in the oceans, life had begun. The latest theory is that chemicals spewing from underwater volcanic vents solidified and created the conditions needed for the first cells to form.
These series narrated by David Attenborough and more recently Morgan Freeman. I'm in love with them. I absolutely adore them. Just either one of these wonderful gentlemen, their voices are so therapeutic. They're so soothing to listen to. And I'm watching the one on Netflix at the minute, the dinosaurs. Oh, I adore them. I love them.
For some 3 billion years, simple microscopic organisms were the most advanced form of life on the planet.
A few different ones, isn't there? Is this
Cyanobacteria and
our
other
universe?
oxygen-producing microbes began to bloom. These flourished in colonies of plant-like microbes that pumped out enormous volumes of oxygen. And it was this increase in oxygen that was the key to the rise of the animal kingdom.
organisms started using oxygen to respire,
Brian Cox.
yielding a lot more energy, which
Another
allowed the development
voice.
of more complex life.
Just before complex life appeared, the world was in the grip of the biggest ice age in its entire history.
Oh, we've just gone past 1,000 million years ago. Let's say 1,000 million, yes, yeah.
And then suddenly, advanced organisms appeared.
Jellies. Triassic. Oh, no, it's going to go really quickly, isn't it? It's going to go the Cretaceous, Triassic, Jurassic, all of these just going to go boom. And there's us at the last second. Yeah, there we are. It's nuts, isn't it? Such a bizarre concept to get your head around. We're so used to being main characters, aren't we? It's so hard to visualize the planet before us and without us, and to think that we've been around for such a small fraction of the world's history. Never mind the universe is. It's a very, very, very alien concept to accept. It takes some getting used to, doesn't it? Some humbling. I think it's a very humbling idea. We're not the main characters. Oh, it's just so crazy. Fabulous. Just beautiful, beautiful sceneries there. It's so lovely to watch the origins of the universe and the images from like the birth and deaths of stars and supernovas and all this. Again, I don't, when I say something like supernova, I'm probably using it in the wrong context. Not 100% sure what it is. But I think I followed this. But thank you very much for requesting this video there, Arctic Tron. Another banger. Very, very interesting. I do have one complaint though. So we heard good old David Attenborough's voice in there. We even heard Brian Cox's voice. Sir, is it sir? Is he a sir or is he professor? Brian Cox's voice in there. But we didn't hear Morgan Freeman. And he narrates quite a few of the series that I like to watch. So I should have had him in there as well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. Maybe you've learned something new. I absolutely have. Thank you for watching along with me, my lovelies. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.